What's going on, my friends? Wolf of West Philly TV, and today I want to do a quick little video talking to Arsenal under $1,000. Before we get going, as usual, you motherfuckers, go ahead and like and subscribe. All right, you goddamn animals. So the criteria or the boundaries for this. So of course it's $1,000. We want to keep it under that. You know, I'm a man after value, under discount, savings. You know what I'm saying? So of course we want to keep this under $1,000. 3 guns at least, so it feels like, you know, it's a little wannabe Arsenal. Feels like you got a little something going on. No, this doesn't include any taxes, accessories, ammo, fucking, you know, anything extra. Just gun in hand. Just you walking out and you got, you know, you got your weapon. So that's the basic criteria that I'm looking at here for this. We could do this video long. We could throw in a lot of different options, but I'm going to throw like 3 different sets I'm gonna do for this. Again, throw in any comments, any things for these. I'm sure y'all know some of these guns if y'all don't own them yourselves, but something to kind of like to think of for people who wanna, if you're looking for a quick little arsenal, you know, 1,000 smackarooskies. Okay, so for our first little economical arsenal here, the first weapon I'm gonna go with on this list is, you know, you guessed it, Taurus. I'm gonna do Taurus G3C, or you can call something that's G2C as well if you want. In this case, I've got a G2C, but a G3, always at any point you can get those motherfuckers 250, 230, 240-ish. Probably a little bit more. The G2Cs are a little bit cheaper, but they're both in that same sort of range. You can get them different, like lengths, you know, that are closer to your Glock 19 size, where about 4-inch barrels. Anywhere, I believe, like the 3.2, 3.5. For this one, I'm throwing the list. Taurus G3, 257 here, like when you leave out for this one. So just basic, no frills. Taurus, again, they're getting better. You know what I'm saying? They're not the top tier gun, but we got to keep this economical. So that's your sidearm there. Second one I want to throw here on my list is I'm going through all the different sites based on prices now too and shit. You know, it's a Labor Day actually, 2023. You know, have a good day, you goddamn animals. So you know, as of right now, I'm trying to keep these two, so I'm not looking at sales like with the basic rare, you know, like real prices you're gonna see for these here. So G3 or G2C here. I want to throw in second now. So a Tokarev. I'm mispronouncing that. Turkish. These motherfuckers, like from my understanding, they own the same SDS Imports for those different lines of shotguns. Any given time, those motherfuckers 250 always. I got one too. I got a fucking one of the SDS Imports with like the bullpup ones, you know, which, you know, maybe I'm regretting that now, but I still like it. It's a dope fucking shotgun. You gotta break these things in for auto shotguns. Me, like I want to say I'm pretty well broken in with the one that I have, but that's the only thing with those. Maybe some people would say questionable reliability. I don't think so. Those are made pretty fucking well. Again, good deal. So now 250, we right at the 250 line. The third one I want to throw in for this, or last one on the list, you goddamn animals, is gonna be Deltona Echo. Whether it's the Echo model or the 316L. Eventually got the 316L here that I'm showing on this for this video. Price here $439 and shit. Again, it's not including taxes. Mine's I got about $450, but it was pretty similar to this fucking model that I'm showing right here. So it's a quality AR. Basic, it's not super fucking, you know, super high level. It's not no fucking Daniel Defense and no shit like that, but it gets you in the game, baby. This is, you know, Daniel Defense, $1,000, bitch. They look like, nigga, you ain't getting no fucking, like, get the fuck out of here. You ain't with that broke ass shit back. You can't afford this. So for those who can't afford, there's nothing wrong with you can't afford it. Just, you need to make sure you're armed, baby. So that's going to be third for this group one here. Deltona Echo, or that the 316L. Any you know, kind of ones in their line you can find in this ballpark, 450. Some of them get a little bit more expensive, you know, where, you know, nicer parts. I've seen some around 800, but at that point then you might as well go for a different sort of weapon. But to keep this first one under 1,000, boom, 439 for that last one. Nice little arsenal. Nobody gets hurt. We good on that one. And this one I'm gonna start out with maybe you couldn't guess this, but PSA Dagger. God damn it. So honestly, with these now, you can see these motherfuckers 250. If you buying just the pieces, like I'm gonna get the slide upper or like the lower, like the completed one. I got a lower fucking for $50. And then I got, you know, and I mean, they got some of the ugly ones that are like the brown, the doo-doo brown ones left for $50. But hey, with that and maybe like I've seen upwards for like 170, easily getting yourself a quality, decent fucking gun. You know, those PSA Daggers, the Glock 19 clones. The thing is I'm still fucking with mines that I've got now, and I will eventually do a review at some point. You do have to strip the magazines out of those motherfuckers, which you'll see with a bunch of other people's reviews. That's one of the biggest things that I've seen that, you know, it bothers people as opposed to like a good old Glock perfection. You hit your release and it just slides the fuck out. Maybe that's a fucking issue with somebody, but you know, something to throw in there if you give a fuck. But what the fuck are we talking about here? We just want quality under, you know, $1,000. PSA Dagger, $250 to $300. They're always in that fucking ballpark. So let's start there for that. So that's our first one. Our second one, I also own one of these. It's a fucking, I like it so far, but it's still, I still have things I want to fuck around with before I do any kind of review on this. But I'm gonna throw in Extar EP9. These motherfuckers, even now, if you can get them, because it's always like you gotta put yourself on like the you know, the notify me list. A lot of times they're not fucking available. Maybe more so now, but like, you know, I know when I got mine like a couple years ago, they weren't always fucking available, so you had to have yourself notified. But 450 PCC 9mm. They've also now, I see they got a the EP45, so if you want the 45 instead, that's a good one. It's a lot of good things about these because they take Glock magazines, fucking polymer lowers, but because they're pistol based, I don't think that's a big issue. I don't have a problem with that. If we were talking about AR or AK, any of those sort of things where it's shooting a heavier round, it can't be no fucking polymer. I've seen too many reviews where it's issues with that type of shit. So, case like this, I'm going to throw in there the EP9. It's kind of like a weird little club of motherfuckers who got this. Hey, I've got one, only because they don't make their products as you know, they're not as available. I'm sure it's not because they're not trying to make them as available. I'm sure it's just some sort of like, you know, just you know, what we got, motherfucker. So this is what we got as far as what we can afford to get out to the peeps at this price. So $450, I'm gonna throw in there that EP9, and the last one here on this list, just to go ahead and round this off to feel like you a motherfucking little arsenal. Throwing the Mossberg Maverick 88. So these motherfuckers, I'm more of a Mossberg 500, you know, one of those guys. But still, can't go wrong with Mossberg. With these 229, as you like, this is as of right now, so you can get one of these. I'm sure you can kind of waver around depending on the sites. You get, you know, different sales come up. Maybe 200, maybe, you know, you can get one used. It's a fucking pump action shotgun, so, you know, good old trusty. You can't go wrong with those fucking babies. Right there again, that's under a stack. All right, you goddamn animals. So for my last group in here, lastly but not leastly, so I didn't want to have to do this, but for the sake of being able to kind of work the numbers here the way we fucking need to, I had to go ahead and throw in your favorite, everyone's favorite, a good old fucking High Point 40. That's what I'm gonna throw in this case, because right now, you know, God bless them. You know what? Doing good things in the community. High Point, cheap guns. You know, who's kidding who? I did a video with fucking talking about a High Point. One of the, like, they definitely in the top fucking hated guns. And who's kidding who? It's because they're fucking ugly. They're god fucking awful when you're just looking at them things. Just die in my eyes. Just looking at those things. If you can't fucking hit them with the bullets, the robber will see those motherfuckers and he'll fuck them up just vision alone and shit. So, I mean, they're ugly as fuck, but by all accounts, honestly, by most accounts, they're fucking reliable. Just from my understanding, I've never owned a bust one. You can beat the fucking death out of a person. You can beat a fucking large animal with one of those things. You can pistol whip a fucking goddamn desert eagle. That's how fucking goddamn these things are, like little fucking tanks and shit. So, but again, all things considered, you know, you can get the whole line for like, you can get a 40 or 45. You can get a goddamn 10 mil probably for like $500. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good one in terms of economics, you know. Economic savings, they're doing good things in the community. But, you know, I had to throw it in here just for the sake of trying to work this last one out. So I'm going to throw again High Point 40 cal, you know what I'm saying? God, but I'm sorry, you know, High Point. You got to pick on you like the fucking kid in the goddamn, in the schoolyard. You know, we pal. Who's your pal? Who's your pal? We're buddies. I'm sorry to be like that, Ware, but I just need to throw you in here. I'm giving you some props. You know, you're ugly as fuck, but you know, I still fuck it though. She still got fat ass though. Alright, I digress. 2 I'm gonna go with here. So, kind of no frillsy, very kind of just gets the job done. You know, Stevens 320 here, shotgun. With these, again, you can find these a lot kind of in the same sort of ballpark. With this, I'm going super no frills, super motherfucking cheap. This one I'm referencing 178 fucking bucks. You know, it's not pretty. You can definitely do swap out shit here in terms of like you can tell with the pistol grip if you want to throw any other things on the back end. That's on the ballpark. But this right here again, 178 goddamn bucks. You know, that gets you in the game here. You know, again, so you can feel like you're doing something. I had to throw this one in because it's, you know, it's cheap and I needed it for my last weapon here. Which, so let me get to the third one, which I wanted to leave. This is the last. I was trying to find some sort of way to squeeze in a fucking AK, but the fact of the matter is, in this day and age, 2023, AKs are goddamn way more fucking expensive than they used to. There was a time I remember my brother, like 2004. You know, once that fucking the ban went away, he got a fucking like a Romanian AK, like 450. You know, it was used. It was a basic, you know, clean, no frills type job. Fucking right before COVID. I talked about it in another video. I remember bitching over Dracos that was like 550. It's like, I'm not paying that shit. This is a Draco. It's like, this is a kind of like it's a toy gun to play with at the range. You fucking unload that thing in your house, man. You're gonna fucking goddamn blow your ears out. But I digress. Do as you do. Do as you do. You know, I still want a Draco. But fact is, it's hard to get one of these on a fucking list. So I'm throwing in here Century Arms Vasaka, VSKA, specifically at Century Arms. This is the only place that I've seen it get this low. Whether it's a pistol, AK pistol, the rifles, for the most part, you're not getting your hands on one under 650. This I've seen 605, 605 Smakalakski. So that right there, I wanted to save that for this list. It's the only reason I'm sorry I had to put the high point and, you know, maybe the not as high level Stevens shotgun, but I'm sure that baby it seems well reviewed just based on the the reviews I've seen for it. It's for what you're gonna get out of it. Lets you do the job. Shotgun, you know, shotgun little pump action. Three guns for your your $1,000 fucking arsenal, baby. So that's gonna be my third one, you goddamn freaks. Of course, always you freaks, but I've got to give you my final 2 pearls of wisdom for the day. So we're gonna go with so hey, don't skimp out on your phone fucking case here. You know, you think it's not a big thing, you think it's not a fucking issue, but then one day you drop the phone and it fucking cracks across the goddamn screen and then you can't go refund. So don't skimp on your phone cases and hey, don't ever bet against primetime neon motherfucking Dion. Don't bet against that dude because he's a bad motherfucker. I like primetime. I don't even watch college football, but I hope that dude gets the fucking strut of stuff and let y'all know, look, bitch, this is what I do to college football. All right, that's all. That's all I got for you freaks. All right,